The electric universe, the Squatterman, and the missing link of human history. Humanity's oldest story is not a myth, it is memory, etched in stone, sung through hymns, and carried forward as legend. This original story has survived in fragments scattered across every continent and every ancient culture. When these fragments are pieced together, from the Enuma Elish to the Atrahasis, from the Eridogenesis to the Vedas, from the Book of Enoch to Hesiod's Theogony, a single coherent narrative emerges. This is the true genesis of humankind, a cosmic event recorded by witnesses who saw the heavens come alive in ways our modern paradigm can scarcely comprehend. In the beginning, before the stars were numbered, there were two waters, Apsu, the fresh abyss below, and Tiamat, the salt sea above. Their plasmatic mingling gave birth to the first gods, immense, radiant forms in the heavens. And this is not a metaphor. This is plasma physics before language existed to describe it. In the electric universe view, Apsu and Tiamat represent opposing electrical domains, positive and negative currents in the vast plasma environment of our solar system's early configuration. The birth of the gods was the birth of visible plasma discharges, towering auroral columns and luminous orbs that danced across the Earth's sky. When Marduk slays Tiamat and divides her body to form heaven and earth, we are reading the record of a cataclysmic electrical realignment. Planets shifting in orbit, atmospheres igniting with solar fire, and the once stable golden age totally collapsing. The ancients of our world called these luminous forms, they called them gods, because they moved, they spoke, and they thundered with power beyond comprehension. In this plasma theatre, humanity's consciousness was forged. And before us came the Igigi, the Watchers, the first workers of the heavens. These were the luminous bodies, the satellites and cometary forms engaged in ceaseless motion between the planetary deities. They laboured to maintain cosmic order, symbolically digging canals and tending temples. In electrical universe terms, they were the visible currents and instabilities in the plasma sheaf of Saturn, Venus and Mars, the heavenly workmen. When this great cosmic machine destabilised, these watchers rebelled. Their rebellion, the burning of the tools, echoes the collapse of the electrical equilibrium, the moment when the heavens literally burned with currents gone wild. From that chaos, humanity was born. The gods, exhausted, created humankind from clay mixed with divine blood, mortal vessels animated by the spark of the heavens. In other words, our ancestors understood that human consciousness was a derivative of celestial energy. We, the humans, were not accidents of dust. We, the humans, were engineered conduits of cosmic intelligence. And then descended the Apkallu, the seven sages, the bearers of civilization. And they rose from the Apsu, the deep. They rose like radiant beings from the waters. In Mesopotamian records, the first was Onus, a half-man, half-fish, who emerged from the sea to instruct humanity in writing, in law, in astronomy, and in architecture. From a modern lens, this sounds mythological, but if we view the Apsu as the luminous plasma boundary between Earth and the heavens, the Apkallu are intelligences of plasma apparitions descending through that field. Globally, they appear as Viracocha, Quetzalcoatl, Osiris and the Naga, the same seven luminous teachers remembered in every land. Their first city was Eridu, where kingship descended from heaven. Civilization began there, not by slow evolution, but by revelation. Humanity was given knowledge, tools, and order directly from beings linked to the celestial realm. As you can see, the pattern is unmistakable. Teachers emerge from the waters, humanity flourishes, corruption spreads, and the gods send a deluge to reset this world. The flood narrative, Zai Sudra, Atrahasis, and Noah. These are not separate mythologies repeating by coincidence. These are the same event, witnessed from different lands. An interplanetary cataclysm, perhaps the collapse of the Saturnian system, flooded the Earth in atmospheric and electrical upheaval. And afterwards, the gods re-established a new balance. Enki proposed shorter lives and mortal frailty to prevent human overreach. The Apkallu returned to teach the survivors. The Watchers resumed their posts above, sometimes even descending, sometimes falling. And in the forbidden book of Enoch, it preserves this echo. Angels who mated with humankind, bringing forbidden knowledge. But these fallen ones were the same celestial intelligences once praised as teachers. Their fall was not mortal, it was electrical. A descent from stability into chaos, from heaven to earth, mirrored in our fall from divine awareness to ignorance. And here, in the electric universe context, stands the Squatter Man, the universal petroglyph carved into canyon walls across every continent. It is the very image of a plasma instability seen in the ancient skies. A luminous figure, outstretched limbs, mirrored in Anthony Peratt's high-energy plasma simulation research. The ancients carved what they saw, a colossal man-shape of light bridging heaven and earth. To them, it was the Son of God, the divine current linking humanity to the celestial realm. And to us, it is the missing link between mythology and physics, between ancient religion and cosmic reality. When this plasma form dominated our skies, our ancestors were not inventing gods, they were recording an event. The original man, the Son of God, the Pillar of Heaven, were all expressions of the same natural phenomenon, an electrical discharge of planetary scale that forever shaped human consciousness. The Squatter Man is humanity's shared memory of that time, when heaven and earth were joined by fire. And to this, then, this is the missing link of human history. The myths are not metaphors, they are data encoded in poetry. The ancients were not primitive dreamers, but empirical witnesses of a cosmic transformation. The electric universe provides the lens to decode their testimony. The Enuma Elish, the Vedas, the Torah, the Greek epics are not separate creations. They are translations of that one original cosmic narrative. We were created from the dust of worlds electrified by the gods. We were taught by beings who emerged from the plasma sea. We were watched by celestial eyes that once flamed across the skies, and we were nearly erased by the same forces that gave us life. This is not myth. This is not mythology. This is memory. You can file it under religion if you wish, or call it legend if that helps you sleep. But the sky itself once told this story, written in lightning across the firmament. Humanity's oldest story, humanity's oldest truth is still there, waiting for us to remember. All you have to do is look up. Seek the truth and remember. The ways by which we arrive at knowledge are hardly less wonderful than the discovery of these things themselves.